We're Girls Against Gauging, a knitting and crochet podcast.
My name is Alex.
And my name is Chloe. We're your hosts.
Yeah, welcome to our little corner of the knitting and crocheting world.
Yeah, we're so excited for episode 2. Sorry it's taken us a little bit longer to get the second episode out. This was the second time that we filmed this episode.
It seems to be a tradition. Hopefully we don't have to refilm every episode that we do. We had some technical difficulties with my phone. So
no big deal, but we would have had this episode out a little bit sooner if we didn't have that issue.
But hey, now we are well rehearsed. Hopefully there's not as many awkward silences.
Yeah, I think we're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so thank you so much, everyone, for just all the love that we've already gotten with all the subscribers. And
16, we're up to 16, we just checked.
Thank you guys. And all the lovely commenters. Everyone was so kind. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I really like it. Just seeing like all of the comments that y'all are leaving, it just, it really warms my heart. Knowing that we're being watched by some random people out there, that's just really nice.
You have to tell them the story of how you thought we were going about your...
Okay, so I had actually gone on vacation the day that Alex had posted our first episode, so I had not checked our YouTube channel for a little bit. And then when I got back, we hung out at a cafe, and she was like, girl, like, you need to see how many views we have. And I checked, I mean, I think at the time we had like 90 something views, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going viral. I think at the time we also had like 3 comments, and like, just knowing that those people weren't our parents or like our friends, like, that's just crazy to me that people are out there watching us.
Yeah, and now you guys are our knitting and crocheting friends. And someone already left us our first fishbowl question in the comments below, so thank you. 408 star, you asked a great question.
Yeah, they said, great episode, what are your favorite hooks and needles? And so while both of us know how to knit and crochet, I'll let Alex handle the knitting question, and then I'll handle the crochet question.
So my favorite needles to knit with are the Chiagu red lace circular needles. I've not been able to get as popular as I want in the knitting community quite yet, so no sponsors over here. But one day, maybe I'll be able to purchase their interchangeable needle set. But right now, we just have the classic like 40-inch lace needles. You know, they're very flexible and bendy, really great for magic loop, really smooth transition from the wire to the needle. Go check them out if you haven't already.
I don't have that set, but I do have another interchangeable set, and I will say those are a lot nicer than the ones that I have. They're just so much more flexible, which I think helps when you're doing, what is it called, like magic loops.
Yeah.
Yes, so definitely recommend those too. And then for our favorite hooks, so I went to New York a couple of years ago, and I went to this cute little crochet like yarn store called Cleo's Yarn Store, and they had this ergonomic crochet hook set called Prim. I don't know if y'all have heard of it, but they're ergonomic, so the handle on the crochet hooks are a little bit thicker, so if you're crocheting for hours at a time like one does, your hand doesn't hurt as much. Because I noticed that when I use just like the regular metal or plastic hooks, my hands start cramping, especially like this part of my hand, but when I use those hooks, that does not happen. So I definitely recommend those. We'll leave the links below, and maybe we'll even put like a picture right here so you know what they look like.
So fancy with technology. Okay. Yeah, so thank you, commenters. We want to continue to encourage if people have more questions, whether it be knitting and crocheting related or just more about who we are as podcast hosts, please leave them in the comments below, and we'll answer one of your questions in our next video. Should we get on to the classic FOs, finished objects?
Yeah, do you want to go first?
Sure. I only have one finished object, and it is this sweater. This is the Porcelain sweater by LeKnit.
So pretty.
Okay, you're too kind. And this is made with drops, super soft, extra merino fine in the colors off-white and I think just blue, if I'm wrong. It'll be in the description box below. And I knit the size medium. I did not gauge. Classic. And so it's supposed to be oversized, but this is more just like a normal fit.
I still think it looks good, but I get it. Like, if you wanted the oversized look and it comes out like normal.
Small. Yeah. It's okay though. You live and you learn. I also made some mistakes on the back and had to redo one of the sleeves a couple times. Make sure you read through the pattern before you start knitting. I have no patience, so I didn't do that and paid for it. But yeah, and I've heard from other people on Ravelry that this like the sizing tends to run a little bit small if you want a super like oversized look. So even if you gauge, maybe size up a little bit or just have that in the back of your mind, or really gauge. But
We're against that here.
Yeah. But this was like a really fun pattern to knit. So she's a great knitwear designer. Love her stuff.
I think it looks so pretty. Oh my gosh. It looks like you'd spend forever on it, but knowing Alex, she'd probably whip this up in like a couple weeks.
She's too good. I do love color work. It makes it go by faster. So yeah. Okay, what's your finished object?
Yeah, so I think I have two.
Ooh.
So
wait a second.
20 minutes later.
This is not one of the whips that I had mentioned in the last episode because I just love starting new projects. So I made this little tote bag. The butterfly chart I got from Pinterest, and then I free-handed the rest of it. So the back is blank, and then I just added the scallop edge to the side. I don't know if y'all listen to Merino and the Diamonds at all, but she just released a song called Butterfly. And when I listen to it, I'm like, okay, I feel inspired to make something about this song. So I made this tote bag.
So cute.
I had wanted to make her album cover, but that was a little too hard. So just a regular butterfly. So this is what I did. And then there's like a word for this, right?
Oh,
like,
floats?
Floats, I guess. I don't know what type of crocheting this is, but yeah, I just like floated all of the yarn over so that I didn't have to like carry it through. So I just think that looks a lot cleaner when you do that. Yeah. I don't know. Do you feel the same way about that?
I've only done like one color work crochet piece, so I'm not an expert. But yeah, I like how it kind of echoes the pattern on the wrong side too.
Yeah.
But this looks so good.
Thank you. This didn't take too long. I think this took like less than a week.
I think Chloe has knitwear crochet designer in her future here with her ability to make her own patterns. You could be like a song artist merch designer.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Yeah. Okay, so then my second, I say finished, but like there's still like ends that I need to weave in, but this is about as finished as it's gonna get. So this is one of the whips that I mentioned in my last episode. It is just like a little scorpion color work tapestry piece. I had wanted to hang it on the wall, but I have not gotten around to like adding the little like piece of wood and then like adding the string to like hang it up on the wall.
Yes, it could be featured in the next podcast.
Yeah, so I don't know. I might just like thumbtack it to the wall too because that's a lot easier. But yeah, so this is cute. My boyfriend's zodiac sign is Scorpio, so I made this with him in mind. I might do my sign next, which is Sagittarius. I just don't know if I can find a pattern that'll be the same size.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would like them to be the same. Yeah,
like his and hers.
Yeah, I thought that would be really cute. So this is my other and last finished object.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, now transitioning to probably the longest section of our episodes, considering our tendencies.
Yeah.
Our whips and works in progress. Chloe, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. Do not hate me because this is neither knitting or crochet.
But it is fiber related.
It is fiber art, and I feel like true fiber artists just like dive into everything.
Gotta do dabble and all.
Yes. So I started this like this Latchook pillowcase.
So we're back to the early 2000s.
I think this is from the 70s, actually. So I actually found this kit at a Fiber Fest with Alex last year. This person was destashing and they had this, and I don't think they were ever going to get around to doing it. So I bought this kit for $1.
That's insane.
I know, it's so cute. I'm gonna need to buy like a pillow insert. I have spent 2 weeks on this so far, so it does take some time, but I think it's gonna be so pretty. It has like a butterfly here and like flowers. So this is my first whip.
Yes. Oh my gosh. If you've ever participated in a Latchook mat project, let us know. I still have one that has been sitting dormant for 15 years. Maybe we'll feature it in a future video. Maybe Chloe can help me finish it.
Yeah. I have already bought 2 more kits.
Yes,
because it's kind of addicting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we love it. They're a great way to get into the fiber arts, I feel like. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're pretty easy. It's almost like a paint by number, but yarn version.
Yeah, I
you
feel
know?
like with crocheting and knitting, there's like that learning curve, and a lot of people, like, if you can't get it instantly,
Yeah.
they just abandon it. But like with Latchook, it's super easy. So if that's something that you're wanting to try, I recommend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fun.
Okay, so my second whip is, and I got a little bit further.
Ooh.
So I'm working on a Kermit the Frog sweater, but this sweater is done in like panels.
She's a trooper.
So I'm working on the back panel right now. I'm only 40 rows left to the end of it. So I think I can like crunch that out in like an hour or two.
I can on the bottom if you need to get full.
Yeah, so this is what it is. I'm working on the armpit decreases, or like, yeah, that's the armpit decrease, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to decrease, I think, by 30 more. So I think it's gonna shape up the arms and the neck a little bit better. And then once I finish with this, 2 sleeves and the front panel left. So it will be done by fall.
Yes.
It does take me a little bit longer to work on sweaters than I think it does other people, but I heard that if you work in pieces, it takes especially longer than if you're knitting in the round.
Yes.
So,
But look at how beautiful Chloe's tension is. Who cares if it takes her a little longer? It looks fabulous.
you're so kind.
Oh yeah, you don't want to look at my tension too close up.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, I'll let you know if I finish this one panel sometime soon. Could that be considered a finished object?
Yeah, it's
One
an
panel?
object.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I might talk about that in our next episode.
As you should. Very nice.
Yeah, so those are the 2 that I'm working on. Alex, what are you working on?
I have a cast on problem and got a little excited, so I have quite a few whips. Probably my first whip, which is also partially an acquisition, because I did purchase the yarn for it since our last episode, is I am making a Weasley sweater, if you're a Harry Potter fan, as a gift for my mother-in-law because they are going to Europe to
Oh,
go
so
on a Harry
fun.
Potter tour.
Are they going to, where are they going in Europe, do you know?
I think all over the place. I think London, Sweden, Scotland. Yeah, one of the S states. This is bad. I'm a Harry Potter fan. I should know this. But to see like the filming locations.
That is so cool.
And stuff. So I wanted to make her a Weasley sweater so she could wear it on her trip. But I also wanted to like have an excuse to buy a Petite knit pattern just because I love an excuse to buy things. And so I'm actually making this with the Monday sweater by Petite Knit as like the base, and then I'm gonna duplicate stitch the H for her name on the front of it once I'm done. So this is my my whip. It's probably my fastest whip I've ever knit.
I really love this is like tweed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I really like that.
Thank you. This is knit in Knit Picks City Tweed DK with the color Blue Blood, which doesn't really make sense, but love the color regardless because she's a Gryffindor. And then I also got the colorway Gold Field for the H, and here it is. And this is what I'm gonna do the letter H for her name.
That is so pretty.
So yeah, and I love this yarn. It's so soft and like fun to knit with. So if you need a good tweed yarn, check it out.
When she told me about this, I was shocked that this wasn't, drops.
Yeah.
Because Alex is always like, oh, I only shop from drops. So this is something a little different. She's exploring.
I'm exploring. It was on like, they had a little tweed sale. So I was like, ooh. And then this is like the only one of the few stores that sell like a Gryffindor-ish tweedy color that wasn't super overpriced.
Yeah.
Or not overpriced, just expensive. Out of my budget. So, and this is, I'm knitting the size small. I did not gauge, so we'll see. But I think it looks decently like a small medium sweater.
Yeah.
So
That's really cute.
thanks. Hopefully, my goal is to have it finished by our next podcast episode. We'll see.
That kind of reminds me of this sweater that I saw on Instagram not that long ago. I saw someone make one with the Happy Birthday Harry cake on it. And I thought it was so cute.
You should send that to me.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my first whip. My second whip, I'm actually dabbling into Chloe's expertise. I've gone back to my crochet era, but I am making, it's not very far along, a flower skirt Kind of like a little swimsuit cover-up wrap. I don't know if you can really tell, but I'm like halfway through the first flower section.
That is really pretty.
Thank you. So this is a birthday gift for one of my good friends who moved down to Florida. I made her like a Cecile top, like tank top out of the same yarn that like could work as a swimsuit cover up for the top. So I said, why not pair it with a matching skirt?
I love that.
And this is a video tutorial, maybe like free pattern by Anna Green on YouTube. So it's a really cute video. She styles it really well. I am very scared that I won't have enough of my Eddie Bauer Adventure Cotton yarn.
Oh my god, is that from Joanne?
Because it's from Joanne, and I was panicking as I was looking up, like, what if I run out of yarn? Joanne's RIP is closed.
I went the other day, there was nothing left.
Oh no! So this may be like a mini skirt.
Yeah.
We'll see, guys. I hate yarn chicken. Lift up some prayers that there's enough. We'll find out. So that's my second whip. And then my third, like, new, I have 4 new whips and like 2 hibernating whips.
Okay.
So
oh, you finished this a lot more than last time.
So this is a baby shower gift for one of my friends. She wanted a knitted like stuffed animal bunny. I've never made a toy before. I don't think I ever will again. I don't think I'm made for it.
Do you still have the last episode we filmed, or did you delete it?
I have it, yeah.
I was gonna say you should show people what it looks like.
Oh yeah, beforehand, yeah. I actually stuffed it. It still looks kind of demon-y looking because it doesn't have the eyes stitched in yet, and the arms and legs are not attached.
It's literally a potato. Like that is a potato.
It's a little scary. Hopefully she likes it. I'm hoping the eyes really bring it together because right now it's just kind of scared me a little bit.
It's limbless.
Yeah. But this is the Wild Rabbit pattern. I am blanking on the knitwear designer, but we'll add it to the video and in the description box. She has so many like really lifelike and cute like stuffed animal patterns if you are into that. It's not for me, but she does them really well and they look really good.
I mean, this is coming out really good. It does look creepy right now, but I can envision the finished product. It's gonna look great.
Thank you. If you like seaming things, then this is for you. And this is just made with stash yarn from Drops. A lot of Drops Lima and Drops Nepal. Yeah, I did. Confession.
So pretty.
I went to Joann's to try to find some cheap stuffing. They were sold out, and so I took apart 2 of Remy's stuffing.
Oh my gosh, I have stuffing you could have used.
But he doesn't. We got so many stuffed animals, and they're like the little like dinky, cheap ones that you would get at like a dollar store that he doesn't play with. So I'm putting it to good use.
We love recycling.
Yeah. Don't tell my son. He might be sad.
Wait, I have a question about this.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you gonna do for the eyes? Because like anytime I've made a crochet toy, they have like the plastic eyes that go in it. Are you gonna do that for this too?
So I was thinking about buying them, but I also have some black yarn left over, and so I think I might just embroider the eyes so that it's not like a choking hazard for a newborn.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so I need to, if anyone has any good video tutorials of how to embroider eyes, link below, because, you know, I need to learn.
She needs to finish this.
Yeah, I need to. So this is my 3rd new whip, and then I have one more new whip in the super cute project bag that Chloe gifted me for Christmas that says random project.
That's cute.
Thanks, you got it for me. But this is the Oslo hat by Petite Knit. I thought I would jump on board and try to make it. It's a really fun like beanie with a double brim. And this was casted on with my acquisition from last podcast episode with Filicana Arwetta yarn in the colorway Red Squirrel. And this is a really fun, simple stockinette pattern. It is in like, I think you hold the fingering yarn together.
Oh, okay.
So it works up medium speed because the needles are 2.5 millimeters, a little tiny.
So tiny.
Yeah. But, you know, everyone loves a good Oslo hat. It's very squishy. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know if I'll finish it in time to actually wear it until the winter. We'll see. Ohio weather is very unpredictable. We were at 80 last week and now we're at 30 again.
My boss told me it's gonna snow in April.
Oh.
She read that in the farmer's
Oh
almanac.
God. Yeah, so maybe we'll get to wear this. But these are my like new whips since last time. I do have 2 hibernating whips. I probably just won't show them because I haven't made really any progress on them.
I think I know which ones you're talking
Yeah.
about. Okay, yeah, I can save them for next time.
Yeah,
honestly, it could be a surprise finished object one day.
Yeah, if you watched our first episode, then you would have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have made maybe like an inch of progress on both of them, so I feel like it's not as fulfilling.
Yeah.
But stay tuned for next time. I think I had enough whips to last.
You have so many. I feel like I need to start on more.
No, you're good. It's a bad habit I got into. Okay, should we move on to acquisitions?
Okay, so mine is not very bougie. If you knit or crochet, I'm sure you know Big Twist, Rip Joann's. So I actually had like $300 of unused gift cards. And then as soon as they announced that Joann's was going out of business, I freaked out because I was like, oh my God, am I going to be able to use my gift cards? And luckily, I made it in time to use all my gift cards. And so some of the things that I bought was yarn. I tried not to only buy yarn. But the 6 skeins of yarn that really excite me are these Big Twist Heather acrylic yarns. I just think they're so pretty. Like this like darker color specifically reminds me of like denim jeans.
Yes.
And then, I mean, this could also be like a light wash denim, but so I have a plan for these. And usually I don't buy yarn with a plan. But there is this vest that I saw on, what's it called, Ravelry. I had enough time to look up who made the vest and what the vest was called, but it's blanking on me. But there is this vest that I want to make, and it called for worsted yarn. And I feel like with knitted projects, you almost never use worsted yarn.
Oh, yeah.
So I bought these. I definitely have enough for
Okay.
2 vests. When I was picking out the yarn, my boyfriend was like, we should have matching vests. So that's why I got like the complementary colors. I don't know which one, like if I'm going to have the darker color, if I'm going to have the lighter color, but my boyfriend and I are going to have matching knitted vests because I refuse to knit him a sweater.
That's right.
Because the sweater first. I did see a video this week of someone saying, I'm knitting a sweater for my boyfriend and I'm going to break the curse. So, well, let's see if our relationship lasts, but I'm not willing to take that chance. So,
That's fair.
I'm only going to make him a vest.
Yeah.
So, these are my only acquisitions. I do have more yarn, but maybe I can talk about that later because I don't have any idea what I'm going to do with them yet.
Yeah,
so.
you've got a plan. Hopefully you'll see it in our next podcast.
Yes. Maybe I'll start on that today.
Ooh. New cast on.
Yes.
Yes. My acquisition was, I had 2. One of them was the tweed yarn that I've already casted on. The other one, I did acquire. It was a gift, but it is already completed, but it is crochet related, so I thought I would bring it.
Yeah, I remember.
And to commemorate Remy's sacrifice of his stuffed animal that I slashed to pieces. I know. My sister's friend gifted and made Remy, my son, a little sock stuffed animal, and I have so much respect now for people who make stuffed animals after my bunny experience. I think you can tell a difference in who's good at making stuffed animals and who is not. But yeah, she made a little fox for Remy. She did such a good job. He already loves it. You will see a picture of him hugging it. And she made a little hippo for my sister's soon to
do you have a
come
picture of that too?
I can post a picture.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but it's so cute. She's so talented. I don't think she has like a official like company page or anything, but if she does, I can definitely link it. But yeah, so this is him, and I think this is just made with the like Bernat
blanket
yarn. Yeah, super soft.
That's really cute.
Super squishy. He says hi. But yeah, so these are my 2 acquisitions.
Oh,
yeah.
I can just imagine Remy playing with that.
Yeah,
It's so cute.
he did love it really soon. And I really like the tag. I haven't taken it off
Is
yet.
that like her little logo too?
I think so. So maybe she does have an Etsy shop.
Oh, maybe. That's really cute.
Yeah, and she did the eyes with like the. I don't want to. It's cool. I don't want to say Asian looking, but like anime-ish.
Yeah, they definitely do look like very anime.
Yeah,
With like the white.
yeah,
on
like
top,
she had
yeah.
a cool detail to it. So yeah, this is Remy's acquisition. That's the name of my son. But yeah, so I think that's all of our acquisitions. We just wanted to end with maybe 2 more fishbowl questions. So if this is your first episode, Chloe, do you want to describe what our fishbowl is?
Yeah, so we put together a list of random questions that we thought y'all might want to know about us. We just put them in this bowl. We're going to pick randomly, and then I think this episode we're going to do 2, but normally we're going to do just like 1 or 2. And yeah, so anytime y'all ask us a question, or like if there are any questions you want to be added to the bowl, just like comment below and we'll add it to our bowl, because honestly, I feel like we might run out of these pretty quick. Yeah. Okay, let me pick the first one if you don't mind.
Oh, got it. Oh. And we're using a yarn bowl to stay on theme.
Yes. Okay, so the first question, and I think you're gonna like this one. Favorite season to knit for?
Ooh, probably for me, it's definitely fall and winter.
Because I have to
cozy.
agree. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like working with like yarn specifically, it's so warm and it's not really good for summer.
No.
There are a lot of good like crochet pieces for summer, or like knitted tank tops, but I like making like sweaters and hats and scarves, so I agree.
Yeah, like I've worked with cotton, no offense to cotton. It's not very fun to knit with because it splits apart very easily. So the wool just blooms and the finished object just looks
so good.
Yeah.
So good, and it's always like so like squishy.
Yeah,
I don't know, just like squishing my finished objects is so satisfying.
Oh, great question. Okay.
Do you want to pick the second one?
Sure. I don't know why I closed my eyes. Okay. What is your favorite book?
Oh, I'm not really a reader. I feel like a lot of people in the knitting community read a lot too. Oh gosh, that's gonna be a hard one. The series that really stands out to me, so I love Disney, that's no secret. When I was in middle school, there was this series called The Kingdom Keepers, which is about these kids who like go to Magic Kingdom and like Disney World after hours, and like it comes alive in like kind of an evil way. Like it's just like they're like fighting the things at Magic Kingdom and Epcot and all these things after hours. And so I did not finish like the series, because I think there might be like 3 or 4 or 5 books, but the first 2 books were so good.
They're good? Oh,
I think I might have to revisit them.
Throwback. Oh.
Yeah, so those are like, I think that's like one of my top books. The Kingdom Keepers, the first and second book, so good.
Ooh. I'm gonna check it out now.
Yeah, you definitely should. If you like Disney, you should.
Yeah, I like Disney. Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
How about you?
I was the nerd in school and read lots of books. Can I name 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm a Harry Potter girl at heart. I've read the series a shameful amount of times.
Oh my gosh, now I want to know how many.
It was 17 times.
The whole series?
Yeah, the whole series. I was the person who read during lunch in school.
I think that's really cute. I like that.
Thank you. So I love, and Harry Potter will always have a special place in my heart. However, I also love Percy Jackson. They're kind of like tied up there for my first place. Yeah, I know it's like a middle school book, but you know, don't judge me. It's okay. We love, we both love our middle school books.
I don't know. I almost said Hunger Games too, but that was also like a middle school book.
Yeah. If Percy Jackson had come out before Harry Potter, I might give it the top, but because it didn't, I have to stay loyal and true to my first love. So yeah, those are great books if you want to feel like you're back in middle school, high school again. Give them a read.
17 times. I feel like you're kind of convincing me to read them once.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's so good. You won't regret it. It's a little bit slow to start, but
okay, I'll keep that in mind. How many books are there?
7.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe I'll do the audio.
Yeah, you can audio and crochet at the same time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us on our second episode. We are going to be doing something fun for our next video. Chloe, do you want to explain?
Yeah, so I really want to do like a knitting and crocheting hot takes, like filler episode. So it's not going to be the same setup as this one where we talk about whips, acquisitions, all of that. we're literally just going to be talking about our hot takes. And if you don't know what a hot take is,
That was me.
Alex did not know. A hot take is basically like a controversial opinion. Like, not a lot of people share this opinion with you, or maybe they do and they're closeted and they don't like want to like come out and like, yeah. So like, I definitely have some hot takes. Alex, do you have like some like controversial takes?
We came up with some after Chloe helped me realize I did not fully understand what a hot take was, but I do have some. And if you guys have any hot takes that you want us to talk about on our next video, also leave them in the comments below. But yeah, stay tuned for that one.
I'm really excited. I've seen some other YouTubers do this, and either they can be really nice about it, or they can be really mean about it. And so we're definitely not going to be like on the meaner side of things, but we are going to be saying some controversial.
Yeah, we're gonna say some hot. We're gonna have some hot takes.
Yes, so excited.
Yeah, but thank you guys again for staying with us this whole time. Please give us a like and
hit the subscribe button. See you later. Here we always struggle with it.
1, 2, 3.
Hi. Welcome to Girls Again. Wait.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
we
we
hope
hope.
say that.
Please
Hit the subscribe button.
hit the subscribe button. Add a sound effect too.
We're gonna
add that in.